end of the shining mountains is a high country of living glaciers and emerald lakes, of grotesque peaks, eroded and ice-carved, of tumbling and singing cascades, and peaceful alpine meadows. Here amid grandeur and solitude, nature offers health and peace to those who love her great spaces, blue skies, and the silence of mountain lakes. Smoke from many fires drifts lazily into the heavens from the teepees of the Blackfeet, at one time the undisputed lords of this happy hunting ground. The Blackfeet Nation, a warrior tribe from out of the far north, conquered this country and lived here in health and plenty until the arrival of the fur traders and buffalo hunters. Their storytellers still write of daring deeds, of buffalo hunts and warrior raids. Chief Bullchild writes a picture history on tanned deer hide. Most of the remaining members of the tribe live on a reservation near Glacier Park. During the summer season, they dress in their ancient ceremonial costumes and act as friendly greeters to park visitors. Chief wades in the water, hunted the buffalo herds, and fought against the first white intruders. He is now the honored elder of the tribe. The squaws perform their daily tasks as usual, cooking over an open fire, or doing exquisite beadwork, which is sold to park visitors. The men and boys have little to do besides dancing or beating on a drum, but this they do very well. The hoop dance requires skill as well as supple muscles. The Blackfeet are part of the color and romance of Glacier Park, where their ancient war drums often throbbed in thanksgiving to the great spirit that dwells among the shining mountains. From all over the United States and Canada, air, rail, and highway routes lead to Waterton Glacier International Peace Park. The road bends westward at St. Mary Lakes to become the Going to the Sun Highway that crosses Logan Pass. Travelers who come by air or rail to the Glacier Park Hotel can visit the scenic wonders of the region in comfortable buses. And as they climb the eastern side of Logan Pass on the Going to the Sun Highway, they're thrilled by the constantly changing picture. St. Mary Lake impresses everyone with its unspoiled beauty. Bear grass is the most noted of the Glacier Park plants, and the pear-shaped heads of the white lily-like flowers nodding in the gentle breeze add a distinctive beauty to the mountain slopes and meadows. Near the top of Logan Pass, the road runs through a tunnel, and the towering peak of Mount Clements stands as a beacon near the summit. The road crosses the Continental Divide and then drops steeply down the western slope, skirting the gigantic ramparts of stone known as the Garden Wall. On the way to Lake McDonald, a mother bear and her cubs block the road. Park rangers warn visitors not to feed the bears nor approach them too closely, but many motorists insist on risking the loss of a finger or a hand. Just off the road, a pair of young black bears are enjoying a friendly tussle. Mother bears try to avoid other animals as a protection to their cubs. So when the wrestlers come shuffling into the road, Mrs. Bear prepares to leave in the opposite direction. Junior is a bit slow in starting, but makes extra haste when he sees Mother on the run. The younger members of the bear family love to play, and they spend hours in wrestling and tumbling. These are the bear common to this section of North America. Black and brown bears are color phases of the same species, often brothers and sisters. Travelers on the Going to the Sun Highway usually stop at Lake McDonald. The boat trip around this magnificent body of blue water, hemmed in by tree-clad mountains, is one of the happy experiences of a vacation in Glacier Park. This ranger naturalist is telling some facts about Sperry Glacier on Gunsight Mountain, which now appears in the picture. This is a favorite haunt of the mountain goat. The Rocky Mountain goat is a daring and skillful mountaineer, the only New World member of a family celebrated for feats of mountain climbing. The heavy, square-shaped hoofs of these goats have soft pads bordered by sharp, knife-like ridges, making it possible for them to walk on either ice or hard rock. The kids frisk and play on precarious ledges or follow their parents over what appear to be impossible rocky slopes. Careful there, young fella. Swiftcurrent Lake is a beautiful body of blue-green water that occupies a huge basin scooped out of limestone by glacial action. Many Glacier Hotel is built on a rocky ledge near the lake shore. From this hotel, trail riders start on their sure-footed western horses to visit smaller lakes and to enjoy the thrills of exploring the surrounding mountains. One trip into this sublime wilderness follows paths that tunnel through forests of pine, spruce, fir, and cedar, that wind and twist alongside leaping and singing streams. This trail climbs ever upward, with Grinnell Mountain and its glacier as a distant goal worthy of the pilgrimage. At the very end of the path lies Grinnell Lake, where the horses drink and rest while the cook prepares lunch. A friendly squirrel drops in for a snack. What could be better than ham and eggs and hot coffee at the end of a long ride? Or the familiar cry of the wrangler, "Come and get it!" From Swiftcurrent Lake, the traveler proceeds northward to cross the international boundary and visit the Waterton Lakes in the province of Alberta, Canada. On the American side of the border, the road passes near Chief Mountain, an historic landmark around which the Indians have woven a legend of heroism and sacrifice. All motor traffic clears through the United States Customs and Immigration Station at Chief Mountain, Montana. And 1/10 of a mile northward, the traveler will see a wide swath cut through the trees. This is the only barrier between two friendly nations. Near the boundary marker of granite, people stop to photograph their friends and to admire the wide sweep of forest and mountain. The Waterton Glacier International Peace Park was dedicated in June 1932 as a permanent memorial to the friendly relations that have existed for so long between Canada and the United States. Thousands of happy vacationers travel to this glorious region yearly to become ambassadors of goodwill who praise the warm hospitality of our northern neighbors. The Canadian Customs and Immigration officers at Chief Mountain, Alberta, are the first to extend a welcome to visitors and to wish them many happy days ahead beneath blue skies and a friendly flag. From the slopes of Mount Crandall, this panorama of the Waterton Lakes stretches south toward Montana. The templed peak on the left is Mount Cleveland, highest point in this international park. Crowning a vantage point at the foot of Mount Crandall is the Prince of Wales Hotel, as picturesque as the setting. From the main lounge, this fascinating view of the lake presents an ever-changing picture of sun and shadow, of scudding clouds and blue heavens. For many years, the power launch International has been making this 20-mile cruise through a mountain valley from Waterton Village. Upper Waterton Lake occupies a deep trench between two high mountain ranges which form an encircling barrier. North of the Waterton Lakes lies a vast territory crowned with snow-capped peaks and set with sapphire blue lakes.